Hi there. Today, I just want to truly honor a special person in my life, my mom, and celebrate all the incredible mothers out there, whether they're with us today or just live in our hearts. So, as I was reflecting on my own mother this morning, I just wanted to think about all the things that she gave me because my mom was only 38 years old when she passed away. So I only had 18 years with her. But when I reflect on the things that she did during those 18 years, I am extremely grateful. So my mother was one of those hardworking people who would never sit down. She was constantly engaged in doing either household chores or cooking, cleaning, doing the yard work, taking care of the animals. We had horses, we had dogs, we had rabbits, we had all different kinds of animals actually, but not all at the same time, thankfully. She was also a carpenter, an electrical person. She knew how to wire a whole house. She knew how to put paneling up. She was constantly busy. And I learned from her that hard work paid off, right? She was very humorous in her parenting ways. But one of the things that she had difficulty with was sharing her emotions. Okay. And that was something that she would have emotions, but you could tell she was not good at expressing them. She swallowed a lot of her emotions and they went down deep into her gut, is my presumption on that. Because she later got depression and then she ended up getting cancer. And then she actually ended up passing away from being overly medicated for depression. So there was one thing, though, that she said to me that I'll always remember. It was when I was a teenager. And as a teenager, you become very conscious of comparing yourself to the other kids, right? And she said to me, TD, she goes, don't ever think that you're not just as good as the next person. And that left just a huge mark on me. And I'm like, wow, as I was thinking about that this morning, that is a really good advice that I kind of took for granted. But then as I looked at it, I'm like, a lot of people think that they are not good enough and they're constantly being busy, 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 doing, doing, doing because they don't feel good enough. Okay. And looking back on that, I know that I became in many ways like my mother because I was very concerned about being very helpful to her when I was a youngster. And so I kind of became parentified and did a lot, especially when she was ill. And that really led me to doing social work as a career. And I enjoyed doing that so much and just giving, 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 giving to people. Unfortunately, I became very stressed out at one point when I was overly giving in a in my job, and it was creating a huge effect on my health, but I was not really aware of it until I end up getting these anaphylactic-like reactions. And up going to the doctor and was told that I had a underactive thyroid and that medication was the solution. Well, I certainly did not want to follow my mother's footsteps in that area. So I began doing research and I learned about gut health as being critical foundation to one's well-being. And so I ended up stopping social work and focusing on getting myself really healthy and then starting my own business in health coaching because I strongly now believe that my mother is guiding me to help people really take an intentional look at their health. So I developed these 8 pillars of health, which include hydration, eating real whole food, taking care of your gut microbiome, getting enough sleep, getting enough movement in your day, having the ability to manage your stress well, nurture your supportive relationships, and take quality supplements. And I realized that if people would just do these 8 things, they would be further along than most people. Now, these sound very simple, which they are, but they're not easy to incorporate all of them, right? So, my invitation to you is to listen to the video that I created here in this email here and share this information after you incorporate it and adopt these habits. Share this with your own children so that you can give them a solid foundation for taking care of themselves, because taking care of yourself is key to you being the best mom and the best wife and whatever other roles that you choose to partake in. Okay, because these self-care foundations, they have a ripple effect. So when you start feeling really good about yourself through these self-care practices, then that will have a ripple effect into all the relationships in your life. So as you set forth this Mother's Day, please watch out for yourself, take care of yourself, and always, always, always make sure that you are taking care of yourself before you're giving and extending to others. Because if we don't take care of ourselves, then we're going to not be as good for other people that we love and cherish in our life. So I wish you a wonderful Mother's Day. And if you feel so inclined to express any gratitude that you have for your mom, or just reflect on the things that she has taught you, reach out to people in your life. If it wasn't a mom, maybe it was a mother figure that you had, and just let them know how much you really valued the time that they took to teach you whatever it was that became a part of you. Thanks for listening, and I hope you stay well.